And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the U.S. Youth National Soccer Championships. It's going to be the Lowden, Virginia team. It's the 15U girls taking on the Dallas, Texas home team here of Solar. And they are going to be, we'll get this written down here, Solar in the white. Excuse me there, but they'll be in the blue with the white numbers. On the other side, we'll have the team from Lowden, Virginia in the white uniforms with red numbers. We'll get you the starters here in just a moment. Starting for the Dallas squad, as we see the ball battled around in the midfield. If we get down close to the goal, we'll stop and tell you what's happening out there. Starting is number 7, that's McKenna Russo. Also number 14, Lauren Miller. Number 15, Natalie Smathers. It'll be a goal kick. This will be sent in by the blue squad. The keeper there is Victoria Giesert, wearing number 1, wearing the pink jersey. So he'll send it up. Trying to work it forward. The defense there, however. Solar trying to mount an attack here early in the midfield, going down hard. Was number 8, another one of the starters. That's Fiona Ho. Ball worked in quickly, now cleared away by one of the defenders back there. That's number 20, Sydney Robinson. Obviously as starters. Well, another starter is number 2, Morgan Quillen. Number 28, Haley Lopez. Trying to get you all the starters here. Taylor Conway also starting for the blue squad. Ball sent into the box. Let's see. Thought we saw the offside flag. That's not the case, however, but it'll be a throw in there. Checking to see if we've given you all the starters there. We've got number 7, as we said, number 15, number 14, number 28, number 20, number 2, number 11, Gabriella Lovkvist, who had the only goal yesterday for Solar. Also starting number 7, we mentioned Russo, Ho number 8, and number 10, we mentioned Conway. That's all the starters for Solar. We'll give you the starters here in a moment for Lowden as they work the ball up in the midfield. Fighting there for it. Now a ball that's picked up by the Lowden squad. Number 22, Schnell, one of the starters. Ball sent in right corner of the box. Now the defense finally catches up. They'll send it out to the side. Over there on the side is Lauren Miller working it back. Now sent forward. Blocked well there by Schnell once again. Schnell making her presence known. And at the top of the box, turning. Defense there, however, and chasing it down with good speed. Solar making a nice run here, coming down, bumped off the ball briefly there by number 23, that's Ballock. Devin Ballock. And now cleared away nicely by Helena Wilson. Wilson wearing number 34. Ball sent back toward the keeper, Giesert. Keeper here for Lowden is number 30, Paige Coatney. Coatney wearing the green jersey. You'll see her right here in front of us in our broadcast tent. Of course, they'll switch around second half. Give you some of the other starters here in just a moment as they chase down the side. That ball will go just in front of the flag. It'll be a throw-in, only about 3 or 4 feet away from the corner. So some of the other starters here, we have number 6 is Amelia Swain. Number 39 is Emma Ricci as they get ready to throw the ball in. View is blocked right now. It's going to be a kick. That's what we got. That's why we didn't see the throw in. It was a foul up the pitch a little ways. That kick made by Helena Wilson. And that'll be another. Now it's a throw in right there where we thought. Sun rising up. High today about 97, 98 here at Frisco, Texas at the Toyota Center where the Dallas FC team plays. They'll be here Saturday night along with the championships. Some of the championships taking place Saturday night, some on Sunday. Semifinals going on as well later this week. Some of those Saturday morning. Ball worked out to the outside. And so it'll be throw in there once again. Lowden in the white uniforms, red numbers. Also a starter, we mentioned number 23, Devin Balak. Ball in there, and Giesert goes up to get it. Easy to spot her there in that pink uniform. Wearing number 23, we've mentioned Devin Balak. We also have number 84, Beth Hogan. She's starting. Number 22, we mentioned Sydney Shell. Number 41 is Allison Sanders. 34, Helena Wilson. Ball being battered around in the midfield. Hustling up quickly to make a play and going down hard. That's number 24, another starter there, Allison Harvich. Also a starter is Caroline Mandrock. Starting also number 10, and that is Sophia Maltese. I think you have all the starters. Head coach of Lowden, David D'Amelio. Head coach of the Dallas, Texas Solar team, Charles Grado, assisted by Adam Wells. Ball punched out to the side. It'll go out. Another throw in. We've had several already right there. Mandrock doing the honors. She'll toss it in. Not a whole lot of fans, but the ones who are here are huddled in the shade as the sun rises. Eventually we will make our way into the tent and in the shade. Won't happen yet though. This game probably will feature a couple of water breaks where the players can come over and get a little splash of water. Last match was a 0-0 draw between Legends out of California and Cup out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Same age group, 15U. And the thing about that in that girls contest, late in the game, they did not have the water break. Players making their way to the bench area and giving some water, kind of like you would see in a marathon race. Ball on the ground, but picked up quickly by Giesert. Running by the bench to get a little splash of water as the heat rises. These players feeling a little more of the brunt of the heat. Ball sent forward briefly. Solar now trying to maintain some sort of possession. Number 11 in there working hard is Lufkvist. Big, tall player. Had the only goal scored yesterday, actually by either one of these teams, as Lowden lost to a Michigan squad 3-0. Solar had a 1-1 draw, team out of Utah, La Roca, PO. Ball in the midfield right near the head official. We'll give you their names here in just a moment. In the center position, the ball worked out to the side. That's Tim Wagner. His assistants, Jalen Gray right here in front of us, Eduardo Gonzalez. And in the fourth referee position, helping at the officials' tent, is Prem Kumar. Working it down, asked referee Jalen Gray if he was like Jalen Rose. He said actually that's who he was named for. His dad loved to name the kids after basketball players apparently, and Jalen Rose must have been at the top of that list. I wonder if they're from Michigan. Ball bounding around in the box and whistle blown, and there'll be a foul in there. It'll be ball over to Solar, and we'll probably interchange Solar and Dallas as the two names for the blue squad, as we've mentioned, coached by Charles Grado. Very personable gentleman, and just chatted with him for a moment here. He said, make sure they don't hear what I say here on the sidelines. I said, I will simply repeat it, don't worry. And obviously kidding some with him there, but very personable. Looks like he's enjoying himself, at least at this point. I'm sure there will be. Let's see if the offside flag is not up, and they're hustling in. A little breakaway coming in. Two defenders there. Ball still loose. Going after, still loose. Shot is in. And that is an incredible play by Solar's number 11, Gabriella Lofkvist. And you see why she scored yesterday. She worked her way all the way down from the far side of the pitch and worked through two defenders. Took a shot, deflected, fell to her feet, and then she put it off the left post into the right corner. And a little deflection there for that goal. Let's see if the offside flag is not what up. Moment they're hustling in. A little breakaway coming in. Two defenders there. Ball still loose. Going after, still loose. Shot is in. The match, probably an unassisted goal as well. So give Lofkvist the first goal we've seen on this field this morning. Field number 8. A 0-0 draw. No scoring in the first match. And there in the 8th minute, we have a goal already. Giesert comes out. Looks like she's fired up now after her teammates have given her the lead. And that pink jersey, let's see how far she punts it out of there. Good punt. That's going to be bounding around in the midfield, sent back in by Lowden. Deflected by the defense. Working it out now. Trying to get something going. Lufkist waiting once again, trying for another opportunity. Taken away, going the other way by Hogan. Beth Hogan. Little joust there with Russo. Ball over to Quillen. Quillen now lines it up. Sends a ball, tries to get it through. However, the defense of Mandrock will send it the other way. Collision over there in front of the Bubba Burger sign, one of the sponsors. Dick's Sporting Goods as well. Toss in, and that ball will come down really over the head of the intended receiver, who was Sanders. A lot of contact, and it'll be a throw in again for Lowden as they move the ball forward. Lowden has had a lot of possession in the Solar end. However, the goal coming on almost a counter punch there by Lufkist, a great individual effort as she fought through the defenders and much of the field to get to a point where she could score. Ball being worked around in the midfield, taken away by Lowden. There's a shot. It's going to in, and Giesert will pound it to the ground. And now she secures it. And coach excitingly saying to pass the ball. And now that's coach of Solar. The jersey saying Yokohama Tires. Ball sent in. And the right side of the box, there's a shot. And Giesert there gets it on one hop. Secures another save. Kidding with some of the assistants and the team manager about the Yokohama Tires, spelled T-Y-R-E-S. And we were saying we've been spelling tires wrong all these years. So obviously one of the sponsors here, Yokohama. It'll be a throw in going the other way. The white shirts of Lowden thought they had it. Picked up over there quickly by Swain, but the official in the middle, official Wagner, says no, we'll take it the other way. Here's the toss. Not much of a breeze, a little more of a breeze yesterday, and I really see the breeze kind of switching directions here. Now coming from the near side toward the far side. Early match, the sun just rising over the horizon had an impact on some of the corners that were coming from that direction. But right now, the sun a little bit higher up in the sky, probably not much of an effect there. The wind may be picking up a little bit, and it may aid the team moving right from left just a little. We'll see if it has an impact on particularly the punts from the keepers. Be Lowden tossing in. Interesting to watch the coaches as they spend a lot of time coaching the players over on the bench as teachable moments arise. Ball sent in. Lowden with a little bit of a rush there. Working hard out on the side is Schnell. Schnell goes down, and it'll be a throw in. Schnell working hard, and we've seen that all throughout the last day and a half. A lot of contact, some significant bumps and bruises, I'm sure, as these players try to recover each day for the next day's match. It'll be a nice day of rest on Friday. Little Sabbath, soccer Sabbath. How about that? It'll be Giesert now. She'll set it down. Let's see how the wind affects this kick. It seems to be picking up a little bit in her face. She'll settle it down. You can see the flags of the referees on the far side. Flag of the assistant referee blowing quite a bit, so maybe even a little more wind out there on the pitch. Ball worked around. Solar now working it across, trying to get it up toward Lufkvist again. Ball going back the other way. Defense flying down there. Solar's number 20 there. That is Sydney Robinson. That'll be Giesert once again putting it in play. Looks like the forwards for Lowden. You've got number 84 down there. That's Hogan. Also Bollock, Ballack, number 23. That ball bounded around. I'll try to give you another number in just a moment of another forward up there. That ball being worked around by Harvich. Hogan now turns, tipped away. Here's one of the other forwards. As she turns, I'll tell you it's Maltese, Sophia Maltese, working up there. Giesert with another scoop save. And way in the background, you barely can hear her, but it's Paige Coatney, who's not seen a lot of action except for the rush there by Lofkus to put it in the back of the net. Speaking of Lofkus, she gets the ball here on the near side. Big, tall player. Tries to maneuver around the defense. Pretty good defense there set up by number 34, Helena Wilson. Little pressure here. Defense gets it away. And Virginia squad taking on the Texas squad. Dallas team right here locally. Ball sent in, scooped up. Coatney now will put it in play. Let's see how far this carries if she does have a good wind behind her. And bouncing pretty good. I tell you, we saw in yesterday's match one of the first balls punted out, bounded over the defense. The offensive player ran through the defense to score the goal. And so an assist to the keeper on a very long, high bouncing punt. We have a ball on the field being retrieved, and it looked like it's one of the college coaches maybe running out there. And the 15 girls bracket, I'd say maybe the coaches are over on the other side in the shade now. We had a whole slew of coaches here earlier, and now down to one. Heat may be sending them to the swimming pool. Ball in the corner, working it around over there, Schnell. Let's see, she's going to earn the corner. So a scoring opportunity here. Lowden will have a chance with a corner here early on. We're moving up to about the 15-20 minute mark. At the 20-minute mark, there should be a water break. We're looking at about 16 minutes. Ball will be put in play with the right foot. It'll be an out bender coming away from the net a little bit, maybe a little backspin on it, floating across, back net, goes all the way through, and it will trickle across the line. We've seen that a lot today where the corners don't really have a bend on them. They have more of a backspin to make them float toward that back corner. As the players work themselves back up the field, it will be Giesert who will put this ball in play. Everybody really pretty much on the Solar side of the field right now. At midfield, you have 2 or 3 defenders, but everybody bunching in. If it gets through, Lofkus maybe could break that line. She's going to try to get a through ball here. She does. Now working it up. Good speed on the outside. Working it up over there is number 14. That's Miller. And we got a foul there. Lowden will put it in play, and they do it quickly. Wind picking up, which is nice for the temperature. See if it affects the flight of the ball. Nice play there. That's Quillen working it around. A nice high ball. It's up in the breeze. Will fall to the turf as Lofquist gives direction, but really plays it off with a little bit light on the pace. Sends it to the feet of a Lowden defender. Quillen now works it down. There's Lofquist working the corner. Going up against number 34, Wilson. Wilson wins the battle, sends the ball out, but it's going to come right back. Top of the box. Ball in right in toward us. And have to punch it away over to the team manager. Makes me respect the keepers being able to do that. Here comes a throw in right here in front of us. Ball toward the corner. Let's see if they can block it out. They do. It'll be a goal kick. Good job by the defense. A little bit too hard on the toss. But once again, the wind really picking up. And we'll see now if Coatney can take advantage, put this ball a little bit deeper. The defense really coming up close. Like I said, we saw it yesterday where a ball was sent back over the defense. This is a low one, however. Sent right back in. That was a mistake. Didn't clear it. Ball in. Let's see if there's someone there. And Coatney makes a nice grab as she goes to her knees. No rebound whatsoever. Ball back in. Worked around. Working over there, number 15, that's Smathers. Taken away by the defense. Still trying to get it back, but worked over on the far side. That's Ricci. Ricci, looks like we're going to have a water break, and we will do the same right here. Step aside. The young ladies will come over here. First goal of the match scored by Gabriella Lovkvist. That around the 8th minute. And when probably unassisted, we won't check on an assist because she worked it across mainly by herself. We'll say if that's the case. We'll be right back after the water break here at And back at it here as we get through with the water break. Everybody a little cooler and refreshed, ready to go for another 20 minutes, we hope. Ball on the far side. Solar will start the play. Chance to talk to the official. Said punching that ball away a minute ago might have been a mistake. Wrist still stinging some, and like I said, makes you respect those goalies. Keepers work hard and have some hard shots all across the body. Couldn't head it away though with the headphones on. That would have been a mistake. Might lose you people. So we're glad you're here with us out of Dallas, right here in the area. I anticipate probably most of the Dallas fans are right here with us live. Many of you may be at work or maybe watching on your phones, mobile devices. Others watching later today, glad you're doing that as well. Lowden, Virginia, of course, maybe fewer fans are here. Others watching live, we're glad you're with us as well. Probably cooler where you are. And the breeze, once again, feeling good. Chasing that one down in the back will be number 28. That's Haley Lopez. Been very active in the back defense. Haven't called her name much, but she's right there involved in many of the plays. Working way up and now in the midfield. The ball has been in the midfield a lot. There's Lovkvist trying to get a ball down the side. Sends it over to a teammate, working on the near side. Defense provided there by number 23, Ballack, and excuse me, that was Harvich providing the defense there on number 2, Quillen. Ball sent down the pitch and interrupted there nicely by the legs of the defense. Might have been Lopez once again back there. Ball bounding around in the midfield. Little space here for Solar. They got a little break here. Send it in off to the left side. It's going to be a little bit too much pace and picked up by Coatney. But a good idea, just a little bit too much pace on that one. Send it to the hands of the keeper, and she'll punt it away. Ball back to midfield, out to the left, little space here, and if she gets to it, and looks like she will just in time. Boy, that was close. Good hustle there on the left side. That's Ballack, and she'll send it into the awaiting hands of Giesert. As we said, Lovkvist, the only player on either of these two teams who scored in either match yesterday or today. So she scored here earlier. A little sandwich over there of Ricci trying to go through the two blue jerseys. One of those two was Conway. Ball being battled down the side. Looks like Ricci once again bringing it in. Nice ball in the middle. Here's a ball, an opportunity here for Lowden. It's going to be brought back to her right foot. There's a shot. Nice defense. There's another ball. Settles. Kicked and knocked down by the left hand of Giefser. Just got a little paw on that one. But that was destined for the back of the net and got a paw on that one to knock it down. Boy, I tell you, that ball just didn't settle well for Ballack, and Devin trying to get that ball where she could just get a foot on it, just didn't get enough pace. But give credit in there to Giesert staying with it. Lowden showing a great opportunity there on offense. Let's see if they can do it again. Ricci kind of starting it out on the side. In this situation, broken up by the defense. Working it over now, number 22 is Schnell. It'll be a throw-in. And we got a substitute to come in for Solar. Some of the first substitutes, I don't remember many so far in this match. Obviously doing the 4 matches each day, they kind of run together a little bit, but this will be number 17, Kaylee Neiser. Neiser spelled N-A-I-Z-E-R. Kaylee will check in. I'm seeing who she's coming in for. It looks like she's coming in for Morgan Quillen. So we can anticipate Neiser will be here as a forward. And that's exactly what we have her listed as a forward in the class of 21. Only 4 or 5 players from the class of 20, Chelsea Lee, Irma Atunez, Erin Chung, and Lauren Miller are the 5 players I see from the class of 20 on the Solar squad. All the others looks like they are class of 21. A couple stats here for the Lowden squad as we see the throw in from the side. Coming into this tournament, 36 games with 23 wins, 9 losses, and 4 draws. 68 goals for, 36 against, and a win percentage of almost 64%. So that's how you get to the national championship. Lowden lost yesterday to the Nationals Union Black from the South region, I would believe. That's Virginia. Don't know if that creeps up into region, the Northeast region. That's more of the New York, Pennsylvania squads, the Northeast. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, I believe would be in that region too, but I'm not, or region 1 maybe down there, region 2 up in the Northeast. Here we go, ball back in. And obviously, I'll give you this. This is where you can find out a lot more information about that, is to go to the usyouthsoccer.org website. They do a fantastic job of keeping up with all the scores, stats. They'll tell you all the goals that have been scored and by whom. They will also, you can see the brackets and how they're matching up as far as standings, who's in good position to move ahead in the semifinals and then on into the championship. Also look at the schedule and see many of the sponsors there for the event. Ball on the far side, that one controlled by Sanders. She'll send it in. Looks like it's going to be right at the edge of the box. It will go out. And looks like Giesert will have another chance to put this one in play. Just trying to check the clock there to see if that water break certainly was right at the 20-minute mark. We're probably at the, I'd say about a 3-minute water break, so we're probably the 25th minute now. Ball bounding around. Back in the back, little defender there and sending it up, trying to get it up to the fresh legs of Neiser, the substitute who just came in. Working it around in the back, trying to get the number of the defender back there, and the ball trickles across the line, and the assistant referee, Jalen Gray, raises the flag, signifying a throw-in for Solar. Tossed in. A little mark up there, and fighting for possession. And the ball, it's going to come out to Lowden. Let's see if they can work it out toward the middle. They do. They're going to get it back to the defensive line. Send it through, and Swain will work it across. Working it back in now. Nice job by Sanders. She has a shot. It's going to go through the crease and does not cross the line, however. Goes out on the left. So Giesert has another opportunity to put the ball in play. Substitutes getting ready to come in. Solar, Coach Charles Grado getting subs in. Assistant Coach Adam Wells. I did not get the name of the team manager, but also very helpful with names. Looks like Lofquist will get a rest. Checking in. That will be number 12. That's going to be Anne-Marie Ippolito. Also checking in number 4, Haley Masoner. So Lofquist, who has scored early here back in the 7th or 8th minute. Also checking out is Taylor Conway. A lot of action there in the midfield. Ball headed back down by Lowden. Really coming the wrong direction, trying to find somebody where they can pull it back the other way. Now Swain will try to do that, but she's surrounded by blue shirts. Now a 3-on-2 break coming the other way. You've got left-hand side, you've got right-hand side. Ball into the box, still got some options. Ball ticked away, and a good job there by Swain as she interrupts a big break just with the toe of the cleat to stop that break. Touch it away, and here they go. That's Maltese feeding it back down. It will go out of play, however, trying to get it down there to Ricci. And Coach Grado giving some instruction here on the side and has a good voice to get that word out there to the team. Sub going in is going to be number 5. That will be Chelsea Lee. Lee will come in. She'll trot across to the far side, trying to get some fresh legs out there. Coming out, I'll try to get you the number here as she's going to be replacing number 7 is McKenna Russo. So she's out. Lee is in. Get a little break here near the midway of the, well, not quite the midway of, well, almost 2/3 of the way through this first half. Ball sent back toward Coatney. She'll put it out, got under it a little bit, popped it up. Solar will send it right back in. Nice ball in the corner. Chasing it down over there is going to be Nizer. She goes down. The defense scoops it up. Swain now takes it the other way. Swain on the sideline. Resistance met. It'll be a throw in for Lowden. White shirts forward. Now moving down the right side. Big collision there. Ball knocked out by Solar. Throw in once again. They continue that movement down the pitch. And that's been a majority of the time has been spent on that side of the field. And Solar has been effective when they've come down to this end, but for the most part, Lowden has had the ball down where they could run some plays. Here's a ball that's going to be out. Too much pace on that one. And that was Bell who has checked in. Brinley Bell, looks like she's moved up a little bit, listed here as a defender. It looks like she's up forward a little bit for Lowden. Little joust in the back. It'll be tossed in. Now brought down. Let everybody maneuver. Trying to find a good target. Now sent down the pitch, blocked there by number 22. That's Schnell. Checking in. That's Lee. She's trying to turn it around. Nice pass there. A little pass up forward. Now toward the midfield. Trying to get a good touch and clicked away once again. And I'll tell you, that Swain is very good and very adept at poking the ball away when you think there's a rush and an opportunity, she gets a foot in there to knock it away. Working the ball now, Bell gets it into the middle, working it over to Maltese. Maltese taken down, 3 players down. Referee says play on. Ball sent to the corner. And another 2 players down. This time we do have a whistle. And we're going to have a little chat here. I don't think it'll be a card, but it's going to be a placement of the ball. That's what we'll have. And this is going to be a set piece with an opportunity for a goal here. About the 30th minute here, first half. 1-0 your score. Lowden trying to get the equalizer. That ball bending in, and it's going back, and I don't know if it was touched by Giesert. It was not. So no touch. We have another substitute getting ready to come in. You'll have to watch here in a moment. There probably will be a little bit extra time given, not much, maybe a minute or two. We're probably in the 31st, 32nd minute, depending on how long the water break took. Checking in, number 6 is Irma Túnez. And Túnez, a midfielder, has a class of 20, as we mentioned. Ball sent on the far side. There'll be a toss in over there for Lowden, trying to get you the number of the player who came out of the match. Don't see that. It might have been Viana Ho, number 8, who came out, and coming in was Túnez. Class of 2020, probably have a lot of optometrists come out of there. And we'll go back to soccer. Speaking of that, trying to see what's happening on the far side. Here's a ball, it's in. Can you get a touch on it? A little flick, it's going toward the goal. However, a nice play, good hustle by the Lowden defense. And I tell you, that was Harvich who got the little chip shot. It was chipped over Coatney. It was bounding toward the goal. Maybe another half second or a second, it would have been in. Harvich made her way back and kicked it off to the left side. One of the best scoring opportunities since the Lovekvist goal early on. That ball over in the crowd, people waving at it as it goes by. And the umbrella is now coming out, not for rain, but for protection from the bright sun. Solar tossing it in. The Dallas squad getting a lot of cheers, a lot of fans here from the Dallas area, of course. Ball sent into the box. Where is it? They lost it briefly, and it will come to the far corner. Quick defense now coming over to get it. And a collision right here in front of us. That ball will go out. Good job there by Brinley Bell to get down there, make contact, clear it out. No, Viana Ho is still in the match. She is the defender that we keep talking about down there, who's a real feisty player. She is going to toss it in right now. Ball that will trickle out. Let's see which way it's going to go. It will be Solar with the toss. Solar looking around, trying to find where they're going to switch it up. So Ho will toss it in. She's lining it up, trying to find somebody to target here. She does. Ball touchdown. Maintaining possession. Good job there by Chung. Ball headed around into the box. Now a little opportunity trying to settle it. Who's going to get to it? And a foot put on it by number 17, Nizer, but into the hands of Paige Coatney, who had gone down to the ground but secured the ball. Ball headed around. Ho now in the back. Ball worked out to the side, up to the middle. Ball cleared out. That'll be a throw in for Lowden as it eventually goes off of Lauren Miller. Good job over there by Mandrock. Mandrock does the duty of throwing it in. Gets it into Maltese. Trying to work it forward. A lot of jousting there in the midfield area. Just can't get it through the forest of legs. Here we go. Working it across. Looks like Schnell. I'm not sure. We didn't get the number there, but now Harvich sends it out. Harvich, who had the great defensive play, gets it back to her. She'll work it to her left, trying to get around Ho. Now she does. Working it into the box. Now ball into the box. Giesert there, as that was Harvich who worked it all the way down. Now she'll have to hustle back on defense. Trotting down the pitch, the ball comes toward her again. She will be one tired young lady after this set of plays. And a good little shove there to free up Nizer. She works it forward, but once again, good job in there by Swain. Amelia Swain showing her knowledge of where that ball might go and being able to just tap it away at the last second. Ball worked quickly the other way. Speaking of tapping it away, this time it's the defense. It's tapped out by Solar, so we're looking at a corner here for Lowden as we get closer and closer to the end of this first half. Everybody checking their clocks. Probably about the 36th minute, 37th minute. We're in a 40-minute half. High ball in the box. It's free on the ground, and it's going to be poked around and in. And the only way we could tell here we were blocked was by the response of the team. We'll try to see who had the goal. We'll ask the assistant referee when he comes by. Not sure if there will be an assist on that one because the ball was batted around, deflected several times. And we'll check here with the official to see who had the goal. Who was the scorer there? Oh, we're still waiting the official word here. There was about 5 possible players in there that could have scored. So and the hugs went to everybody. So tied it up, 1-1, the equalizer here in about the 36th, 37th minute. We will find out at halftime. We'll give you that response. We'll also see if there was an assist made on that play. Nizer with the ball, trying to get it out. Did not get much pace on it. And nice flick there. Working it in is number 12. That's Ippolito, now cleared away. Midfield, work there. A little hop into step now of Lowden as they've tied this match up. They've had opportunities. A lot of contact, working it back now to the defense. Good job in there by Natalie Smathers. Ball turning on the far side. That's Masoner. She'll take it down the far side. Now gets it up to Nizer. Nizer looks around, finds white jerseys. Kicks it to her left, trying to get a ball into the box. She goes down. And we will have a set piece here. That must be just outside the box. I mean, that's very close to being in the box when she was taken down. So this will be a great opportunity. I'm sure Coatney right now setting up her defense. So only 2 blue shirts not in the offensive area now, as you have Ho, and I believe the other defender back there might be Smathers. I'm not sure, though. Maybe Miller. But the ball ready to be played. The wall set up. And now we put in play here the lineup of players about 5 yards from the goal. Here comes the ball. Nice shot coming in, and it's knocked down. Nice play by Coatney. And a good save there. But good crowd, good cheering going up from Lowden. So a good group of Virginia fans here. That's a nice high ball. That's the kind of ball that can cause problems if the offense is there. And we've got halftime. The double whistle will say we're going halftime 1-1. We'll find out who scored that goal for Lowden. There was a big crowd there in front of the goal. And we'll also remind you the goal scored early by Gabriella Lovekvist and makes it 1-1 here in this match. Lowden and Solar from Dallas going at it hard here in Frisco, Texas. Be back soon after halftime.
Today's games are brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Bullseye CMYK, Cliff Kid, Expand-A-Brand, Front Rush, Fusionetics, Dick's Sporting Goods. Today's games are also brought to you by Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, NSCAA, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, U.S. Soccer, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
road starts here. The road paved by pain, sacrifice, and struggle. The road paved by passion and pursuit. The road where dreams come true. On this road, many will fail. And on this road, many dreams will fade. But as for you, what will be your fate? When there are seconds left and you are running on fumes, will you be satisfied with almost? Or will you dig down into the dirt, take one more step and make one more play, knowing that good enough isn't good enough, and all the blood, sweat, and tears have brought you to this moment, the moment where pain turns to greatness. On this road, nothing is given, everything is taken. On this road, winners will rise to the top, heroes will be made, and on this road, champions will be crowned.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
And back at it here, ready for the second half after a little 10-minute break, and both teams out on the pitch, walking rather gingerly out there, however, back in the sun. And we found out the goal scored there in the 38th minute for Lowden was Amelia Swain. And interestingly enough, mainly playing some great defense out there for Lowden, but able to get a foot on that shot, and that was the official word that came to us from the head referee, Tim Wagner, out in the center of the field. And Lovekvist now moves it forward and trips over the ball a little bit. Forgot the turf monster reached up there and slowed things up. Ho now on the far side. Works hard back there, a little dynamo on defense. Back in the back, you have number 20 and 28, Robinson and Lopez. Good duo of defenders. Ball sent in, and it will trickle, it looks like, across the line eventually. Very slow, so tied up here. The early goal by Lovekvist in the 7th minute or so, and then in the 38th minute, it took almost 30 minutes before the next goal was scored. That one scored by Swain. Really no assist as the ball just kept bounding around. It was struck by a couple of different players for Lowden. Went off a couple of the defenders and finally settled in the right side of the goal as Swain able to put a foot on it. Good crowd following the Lowden squad, and you hear the cheers go up anytime they have an opportunity. And a ball being tossed in from Solar on the far side, the Dallas team. Ball into the box, and it's bounding around just for a moment. Now cleared out. Cleared out toward about half the way up to midfield. Now turning with it, it's going to be Lowden with a little bit of an opportunity here. A couple of blue shirts in the area. Nice ball up forward. Here we go. Off to the races, off to the side. Working it in, into the box, and it's going to be cleared away. Will be a corner, I believe. We'll see. Yes, it is. And working that one in for Lowden. Looking at number 39, Emma Ricci. Ricci with a nice run there. She finally encountered the two defenders we talked about, Robinson and Lopez. Could not get that last touch on it, but it was cleared away by the defense. So Helena Wilson will put it in play into a pretty stiff breeze now, blowing right to left. Ball low and right into the awaiting hands of Giesert. And right now, Giesert could really take advantage if she can get a long ball. And here comes a ball that's going to be breaking through. And here's one of the possible assists for the keeper. Ball batted around, and it's going to be punched at the right post. It goes off the post. My goodness, what a play. That was hustling down there, and still an opportunity, as we don't want to look away too quickly here. But that was Natalie Smathers, I believe, who had the opportunity right down there in the possible assist from the keeper. But that's a great opportunity if you can get that one person free, bound over the defense. Ho will put it up toward the box and head it in, and it's still loose. The ball's on the ground, and it's going to get kicked away. Opportunity once again quickly here, Solar. It's going to be a corner. It looks like they're going to do a quick one. They do. Very quick. Trying to catch Lowden off guard, and the ball lost in the corner. Throw in now for Lowden. And coach not too happy. If he had a little longer hair, he'd be pulling on it right now, but just a little bit frustrated. The strategy there in the corner was go quick to catch Lowden off guard, and then they got the ball right back, so really a squandered opportunity. Ball batted around in the midfield. High kick there, no whistle. Trying to get something going again. Loudon trying to break it up this way, and here they come. The ball that's sent forward. Who's going to win the race? It will be the defense. They're going to send it toward the keeper, and a little bit of a light touch, but finally gets there. Ball booted back in. Ballack working over there. Devin wearing number 23, very active, working hard. Be a throw in there by, looks like on the far side it will be Robinson. And coach talking to Gieser right now about what we just said. We had that happen yesterday with Emma Bow, and here comes a break in once again into the box. Ball is cleared, not too enough, and boy, I tell you what, that may be a second or two before Courtney can recover. She took that one right in the chops. And it was not a light shot. I tell you, the ball I punched away a while ago was not moving that fast. It made a pretty good impact. That ball was moving, caught her right up in the head and face area. And she's right there still going at it. Ball worked down, defense sneaking in from behind. Good hustle there by Conway. Ball sent forward, little through ball there, breaking in. I'm trying to see if that's number 13, and it looks like that might be Schreier who is in there now. She may have been the player who had the opportunity from Giesert also. But Coach Grado coming over and saying to Giesert during one of the breaks, hey, if you can send that ball far out with that wind blowing, get a high bouncing ball, you'll get the assist. And that's exactly what we were talking about. She almost had one a while ago. Ball flicked away by Lopez. Trying to control it in the middle now. Solar sends it off to the side. That's a Tunez. Here comes Ho. She's working up from the back. Ball out to the right, but a little too much. Ho is a little dynamo out there. She's really quick. She's small, feisty, and she's got to be tough. She's got a headband on. It looks like she's taking some contact in the head area, which makes sense. She's a little bit shorter and maybe taking some elbows up in that area. But boy, she is tough. Back behind her, you've got Lopez and Robinson. And the Loudoun offense trying to crack through that defense. Often say this at least once a day, as Coach Eric Terrell at Charleston Southern University, where I do the broadcast, we have, he says, the defense like math class, neat, nice formulas, but offense is like art class, can be messy, creative, a lot of imagination. You have to take the situation as it comes and work with it. And if it does that, you might have a masterpiece at the end. Here we go, ball out to the left. Good speed there, coming down the left side. Working around, trying to get past the defense and working her way in. Coming in on the left side, now ball in the box. Trying to get through, and let's see if it's flicked out, and it's gonna be a corner. Nice job there by Ricci, who has great speed out on that left side. She worked in on the right side earlier, now working in on the left side. It'll be a corner. Let's see who we have trotting up there. Looks like it's going to be 34, Helena Wilson. Wilson will put it in play. Right now you've got in the box right at the goal line is Hogan in the white shirt wearing number 84. Also, we're getting ready to run in there, Maltese. You've got Ricci. Here comes the ball, low ball, and eye level for Giesert. And here's the quick punt if you can get it out. And you've got deep out there is Schreier. Defense is going to be able to get to it, but that punt needs to go right down the middle of the pitch, and it needs to bounce like once or twice real high where the defense can't control it and the offense can just run through to it. That ball, a slide tackle there that comes up short. Ricci now, she'll be working on the right side, the near side now. She's now taking it back to the middle. Ricci goes down, whistle blows. Opportunity here, it'll be into the wind, however, so it might be a little tougher than normal. It's going to be a ball that you would expect to come down just inside the box, maybe halfway or so inside, depending on the leg of the kicker. Last time it was Wilson. I don't know if she's putting this one in play. And there it is, middle of the box, headed, and it's going to be in. What a job. Let's see, that's going to be number 10 with the header, and I was trying to see if that was. And so Maltese with the header, and it was brought in there, I believe, and I'm looking to see if that was Swain or if it was Wilson. We'll get that assist for you at the water break. But the goal scored by Maltese and a header. Goal will get you the time on that as well. And we'll figure out the assist. So a 2-1 lead now for Lowden. So here comes the pressure now coming up on the Solar team to equalize. Now down 2-1. They scored the first goal. It was Lufqvist scoring her second goal of this championship week. And then it was a comeback now. 2 goals scored. One by Swain and one by Maltese. So Swain and Maltese, the two scorers. We'll try to get the assist as well. A little discussion here on the side about whether or not there was an offside on that free kick, the set piece that resulted in the goal. But once that ball is put in play, they can break in. And in that case, the ball found the head of Maltese up and over Geisert. Nothing she could do but watch it hit the back of the net. Tickle the twines in the back. Here we go, 2-1. Here's a corner now, an opportunity for Solar, the Dallas team. Low ball, head high, punched back out. See if she can reset it, and they'll do it again. Let's see if they do the same play. You'd like to get a little maybe more height on this, maybe toward the middle of the box. Get somebody in there with a head on it. Lovkvist with good height. Ball goes through and in, and I'm not sure if anybody touched it. The wind blowing that way. We see the big hug there, the mass hug, and all of a sudden it's now 2-2, excuse me. And I see as they trot back up the pitch, if we can see who scored that goal, we'll find out. And we'll see here as we check with the manager over here to see who got that ball in. Won't be able to ask for just a minute here. We'll get that goal for you. That's the equalizer. 2-2 now is your score. We'll get a little break here in a minute. We'll find out. Oh, no, a ball that's left loose. And a ball that's sent back out. Lowden trying to get another opportunity, hustling in. It's going to be a ball bounding around, quickly secured by Geisert, and she'll put it in play. While that's happening, we're going to check and see who had that goal. I'll be right back. And so we got the word officially, a Tunez with that goal. The player in the corner that was putting it in play, she was actually, that is so far down the pitch, it's hard to see a number from here. But and then the big bear hug, of course, that surrounded her. But give her the goal. As we tie it up here, it's 2-2. Lowden trying to do it again here. They've got another set piece, trying to work it in. Maltese, the receiver of the last time that there was a ball like that. Geisert goes up, she comes down, there was contact, and we're going to make sure she's okay. She has an opportunity to get it out here. There's a nice punt. That one is going down the middle. Let's see if it's going to bound down the pitch. See if anybody's there to receive it, and the defense will receive it, and they'll bring it back the other way. Looks like Harvich on the far side working it up, but it goes out of play. And the shadows are retreating closer and closer to the advertising banners, so fans with little smaller and smaller segments of shade. And the sun rising high above the Frisco, Texas Toyota Soccer Center. That ball sent down. Let's see if it's going to go all the way through. It'll be picked up by Coatney. Now, a little bit different scenario when you're kicking this way now into the wind, which is really freshened up. And it's picked up quite a bit. You can probably hear that wind blowing, and blowing right to left, favoring Solar right now. Solar, a name that you think of the hot sun right now when you hear the word Solar, that's for sure. Lowden now working it up, working across. I believe that's Ricci. We'll see. And Maltese with it, works it toward the middle, trying to maintain possession, headed around by some of the defenders. There's Altunez, the goal scorer, working it up now and taken away from Conway. She stays with it, however. The defense of Lowden now working it back forward, trying to get it over here to Ricci. Ricci now, touch back to the defense. Nice steal there, going the other way. It's Smathers. Sends it down toward the corner. Hustling across is Schreier. It's going to be a battle there, and it's won by, it looks like, Wilson. And they're still going at it. It'll be a throw-in for Lowden. Lowden, once again, the white jerseys, red numbers. If you've been with us, you know this. Head coach David D'Amelio for the Solar team in the royal blue with white numbers. Local team out here out of Dallas. Head coach Charles Grado, assisted by Adam Wells. Asked on the Lowden side who the assistant was. They said that Coach D'Amelio really just working by himself there. Good assistant helping out with pronunciations, however. Ball sent down and the defense coming back quickly. Robinson and Lopez, once again the duo in the back. Ho on the far side playing some good defense. And we got a bad toss in here. It'll go the other way. Also back on defense right now, Lauren Miller. Sub coming in. Looks like number 9 coming in will be Aaron Chung. Chung coming in for Smathers. It'll be a blue throw in and a violation on the throw in from Lowden. A little bit of confusion there from both teams really as the sub comes in. Ball kept in play nicely by Ricci. Now coming down, breaking through on the right side. That's Maltese, sends it out in the middle. Nothing but blue shirts as it comes to the ground. However, trapped to back in. Just a little bit too much pace for anyone to go after. But Ricci, very impressive player here. I see as many college coaches out here right now. They may be hiding in the shade somewhere, but Ricci, a very impressive player. Lovekvist as well as she makes a touch over there. A little smaller defender is Ho out on that side. Maltese with a nice header a while ago for the goal, and the corner set in by Altunez. So the goals coming in from Swain and Maltese for Lowden. Goals coming in for Lovekvist and Tunez. Urba wearing number 6 on the corner, went right into the goal, had the wind aiding. Ball comes through. Let's see if they can get to it, and Courtney loses it, but nobody there to follow up, clean it up a little bit. She has to reach out and snag it after a miss. Bounds away about 3 feet. Arms long enough finally to grasp onto it. Ball in the midfield now, worked around. Outside to Ho. She'll work it back in. Now a little dribbling around, tries to get it over to the side. She does. There's Lovekvist way outside, trying to feed it back inside. Ball in the midfield. Solar trying to get something going. Referee giving verbal reasoning there while there wasn't a foul. That's always good to hear when the officials have that. Ball coming in. Nice ball that's going to be sent in toward the top of the circle there. That's Hogan, who lost it now, going the other way. Ball around the midfield. Lowden trying to bring it back up. See that wind really whipping now. You can probably hear that. And you see that ball, boy, I tell you, the bend in it because the wind is carrying it the other way. And a good opportunity here. If you're, once again, the Solar keeper, Giesert could really put a ball deep using that wind to aid it. Ball sent in. Let's see if anybody breaks through. Schreier trying to, but Courtney will scoop it up. Now the ball sent into the wind. It's not going to go very far. Ball sent with the wind, and that's going to go toward the corner. There's Lovekvist fighting through, trying to get through the defense. She has the ball. And now finally cleared away. It'll be a throw in there for Solar. Solar working hard as right now it's 2-2. And these two teams, yesterday Solar worked to a 1-1 draw. They would not like to see another draw here today. It might be tough to advance with just 2 draws on your ticket. And then on the other side, Lowden losing 3-0 yesterday. They would like to get a win on their card as well. Maltese now guarded there by Robinson. Marked up, and now Ricci. Ball bounds around. She keeps her eye on it, and now teammate coming in to pick it up. Let's see which way it's going to go. Official pointing the way of Lowden, so they will toss it in. Ricci will toss it in. This could be a big play here. If you could toss that ball into the box with a little bit of wind blowing it out away from the keeper. And we'll see what happens. Ricci now, she'll toss it in. Maltese, nice touch, second touch. Tries to get it over, not past it either. And here comes the ball in the middle, not far enough, however, and quickly moving up, here's Swain, who scored earlier. And you can see she can move up from the defense to help out. And hustling back, boy, what a move there, moving through with Sanders with great speed to play some defense. Hogan with the ball. Maltese now turns, surrounded by blue jerseys. Somehow gets it over to a teammate and taken away finally by the defense of Russo. McKenna Russo, class of 21. Ball tipped in right toward the midfield. And Tunez there, and now it's going to be Lopez. She'll settle it, work it back up to her midfielders. She follows it up. She'll take it on up the side. Runs into some tough defense. Here comes a nice move there where it says play on as the advantage to Lowden. Lowden working in. They've got to help out on the side. Ricci right back in. Little give and go, but to no avail. Defense sniffed it out. And that's a tough play there, stepping right on the ball and trying to clean it out. Ricci now brings it down toward the end line. She'll send it back in, bends it, but it's not enough as Giesert has an opportunity here. She can boot it out of there. Get that long ball. It might bound toward the offensive end, and it's going to bounce toward the sideline. Hustling across. Let's see which way it's going to go. It'll be a throw in for Solar. The Dallas team with trying to pull ahead here. Still tied up 2-2 as we go to water break. And a much needed water break. We'll take a break, be right back. H2O time. And welcome back. Water break done. A little refreshment there. A little sprinkle or two here on the side. And back at it as both teams make their way back out on the pitch. That means another 20 minutes of action. 2-2 your score. John Peters here with you on the mic. Nick Case, our producer. Appreciate our camera guys and the hard work they're doing. Looks like they're trying to fight off the sun as well. And we'll see if we get a little solar action here. Another ball. I will not stick my hand on that one. Ball be thrown in here by Ricci right in front of us. Lowden trying to get something going into the wind. Ball bounding around in the box now high in the air. Settled, but into the feet of the defenders. That shows you an idea right there. That ball got loose, and it's going to be out. Be a throw in for Lowden. Touched at one point by Solar. Nice toss. I believe that. There's Maltese working it in. It's got a little space. Takes it to her right. She's sandwiched, and the ball in the middle, and a shot off the post. And it stays in play miraculously. Yes, it doesn't. Wow. What a play there as Maltese with a nice cross into the box, and it just deflected off the post. Coach not happy about the defense there. You did have two blue shirts that could have easily dispossessed or tried to dispossess the on-rushing Maltese. Now here comes Lufkus. She's moved out a little more toward midfield. There's a ball coming in. Who's it going to get to? Out to the side, and let's see if it'll be retrieved. Lowden out there. They're going to boot it off to the side, so it's a throw-in, not a corner. And the referee, a very good referee, giving us a lot of instruction with the hand signals and also some verbal instruction as to why fouls weren't called, and some that were too as well, I'm sure. Ball in the box, bounding around. Lowden finally clearing that out. Ho will settle it. Fiona Ho will do a little give and go that did not come back to her. Fight on the far side. Little push and shove and fall. Throw in finally over there. It's going to be Balak and Harvich over there, 23 and 24, going up against the much smaller Viana Ho. That ball sent in, but too much pace. Coatney will have an easy scoop. Now she'll kick it into the wind. See if there's an opportunity here. So probably about 17, 18 minutes left. We're just out of the water break here, second half. 40-minute halves, 20 minutes at the water break. Wind whipping right to left, aiding right now Solar, but Lowden has scored. Ball up forward and a nice break there. Shot high over the bar. That's Maltese with another opportunity. Might have been able to take another touch before she cranked that one out. Good strike, but high and over into the secondary netting. Otherwise, somebody might have had a broken windshield out there in the parking lot. And Maltese, Sophia Maltese, a big player out there, has a goal. That goal back in the, let's see, that was here. Oh, it was Swain who had the goal. Maltese had a goal off of a set piece. And that here in the second half. Did not get the exact minute mark on that goal. But looks like we may have a injury time here. I'm not sure. Is the referee walking slowly across? And watching what's going on. Let's see what he's got to tell his fourth official. So here we go. It looks like we got an injury for Solar. Don't know if it's a head injury. You know, very careful about the concussion protocol. You don't want to guess on anything at all, but checking in will be Nizer as Coach Grado will go over and check on his player. You like to see that. Got the arm around her, checking on her. And Tunez will come over to the bench. Might just been a little hot too. Out here you can't, really, there could be any number of issues. Ball worked forward, trying to get it across. That was Ricci who was breaking through, flashing through in the middle. Ball brought forward with some pace. Sending it over to an open area, but Lopez jumps in, sends it out of play. You've got Robinson and Lopez, that back line. Also over here, as we said, Lauren Miller, far side, Viana Ho. That's the defense set for the four that are in the back for Dallas Solar. There's Maltese, who's been a pretty good force here for Lowden. Both teams playing hard, trying to get that go-ahead goal. Probably about 15 minutes to go now. Ball worked up front. Nice spin in there. That is Conway back in the match, working hard. Lofquist out on the side, wearing number 11. Working it down the side. Defense there and takes down the defender. Flag waving to signify the foul. That was Harvich, who was taken down. And looks like a little chat there. I guess Lofquist goes to the principal's office for a couple minutes, talks to the principal. The center referee Wagner. Our officials once again, center ref Tim Wagner on the side, Jalen Gray, Eduardo Gonzalez. Long ball sent out Prim Kumar, our fourth official. There's that ball bounding around, and that's what Coach was saying, and we've seen it. If you can get a high bounding ball with the wind, you might get free. And taken down in there is Schnell. Schnell back in there and in the middle of the action. Swain now. And the referee saying, hey, a little more civility apparently. And here we go. Ball sent in, and a ball comes in from the other field right at the same time, deep in the field. See if they can get it out of there. So Ricci does the honors of kicking that one out of play. Ball sent down, and flying in is Schreier. Don't know if she'll be able to get there. The defense is there first, working it out, trying to send it up the sideline. And it will be a throw in for Solar. We do have another sub. Substitute. The game to follow here will be a 45-minute half match, and 18U boys. The next two matches on field 8. Checking back in, number 2 is Morgan Quillen. Pretty good offensive player as she checks in. Just trying to see who she replaced here. Is I believe that's number 10, Conway, who has the heavily bandaged right leg. And the ball punched, but it'll go out. So, and I love to see Coach Grado has some sign language he's sending into the team. I'm not sure what he meant, but interesting to watch. Obviously, players know some of that, what he's talking about. Let's see if it works. Nizer, who's checked in. And a nice tackle there, nice bone-crushing tackle there, as one of my fellow announcers says. Ball splits the defense, interrupted briefly. Now maintained possession. Coming forward is Schnell. Sends a through ball, a little bit too much pace, however, and it's scooped up by Gieser. Let's see if she can get that quick punt. Here it comes. High ball, wind aided. It's going to go back. Nobody really chasing after it, however, and it's easily handled by the defense. Boy, if you could get that ball down the middle, have a player rushing forward, what an advantage that would be. Here comes Ricci. She's pretty much played this entire match. Working down the side, Miller there on defense. Ricci now at the side, reaches out for it. Brings it back in. Working a little trickery. Down to the line. Let's see if she can get to it. She cannot. Not for a lack of effort, however. And another sub. Gieser will line it up and have to take her time this time. But once again, every time that goal kick comes out with that wind blowing the way it is, it's an opportunity. And we'll see that throughout the rest of this day, I'm sure. Checking out is number 23. That's Balak, and checking in, number 21 is Brooke Kirstein. Fresh legs coming in. Gieser will put it in play. Ball bounding around. It looks like Lovequist who sends it back to Ho. Ho sends it forward. Nice ball sent in. Robinson sending to get Nizer. Nizer there if she can get control. A couple players flashing by, and she turns, takes the shot, but errant to the right. Here comes Paige Cody. This is a situation where both teams needing a goal, so you might see a lot of pushing up by both teams trying to get that go-ahead goal. Says play on, equal contact there, and it's going to be a rush on in. Here comes the ball into the box. Coatney with the save as Quillen put a foot into it. And referee checking to make sure that Viana Ho is okay. Apparently she says yes, and we're ready to go. As he said, tough cookie out there, the little defender. Ball sent forward. There's Miller. She'll send it back in. Nizer now will chase after it. She won't get to it. Too much pace. And that's the thing. When you have the wind with you, you have to adjust. A little bit less pace and a little bit lighter touch. Try to put that ball where your teammate can get to it. Ball sent out into the wind. It's going to die right about there, about 10 yards before it gets to midfield. Schreier trying to get in there. Here comes Ho. She'll send it right back. Touch in there. Nice control. If that, I think it's Lovequist working it in. She is. She's right in there. She's a very good ball control specialist inside. And Schnell comes the other way. A little pushing and shoving and moving forward. Little do-si-do there as they dance up the field. And they got a foul. There'll be a ball into the wind from Lowden. It's going to be hard to put this ball all the way to the box from that position. They'll probably try, but the wind really blowing now, probably 15, 20 miles an hour. Feels good, but will affect this ball. There's a ball in the air. It's going to die right there. Didn't even make it to the box. Fighting for it. Ricci is very good control. Sends it down the line. Breaks around. She gets around now. See if she can get a right foot on it. She does. Gieser comes out. Now an opportunity. Here we go. And it is deep. Let's see if it's going to bound over the defense. It does. And there's an opportunity. If she hadn't stopped, she had an opportunity to chase it down. Schreier, as she had just kept her momentum moving forward, might have had that opportunity, but the players tend to stop to see what happens. And what an opportunity anytime that ball goes deep with that wind. Here comes another opportunity for Lowden. We're going to see some exciting soccer, folks, these last few minutes. That ball high, will it die? It goes across the crossbar. I thought it might fall there and there just below the bar, but not the case. And here we go again. Gieser puts that one out on the far side. Players there will fight over it. Little work there, far side. Throw in for Lowden. Ball coming down, sent over into the crowd. Crowd, pretty good sized crowd here with the local Dallas team. That ball punched out. Sub who's coming in over there is number 21. That's Kirstein. She gets it in, and she's going to put it into the box. Maltese turning, trying to get control. She goes down. No call there. There's a ball that's bounding around. Gieser will come out and snatch it down. Here it is. They play. High bounding ball. Keep going. Don't stop. There's the ball going forward. Niser's in. And a save by Courtney at her feet. Boy, that's the play, folks, I tell you. Lowden has been working the ball up bit by bit, but then you can take a big hunk out of this field with that wind. If you're Gieser, she can send it all the way down. The referee makes a call. The Solar bench, of course, disagrees, but that doesn't matter. They'll continue on. Lowden with the ball. Nice low ball into this wind, piercing through. There's a ball sent in. So now it's going to be quickly played. Let's see how much time they try to get that ball in with the wind before the defense can set up. And if you hesitate, there's a ball into the box, and Courtney there once again. The ball just falling right for Lowden when it comes into that box right now. 2-2 your score. Both teams fighting, scratching, clawing, trying to get that go-ahead goal. Lowden in the white, that's Schnell, sends it outside to Kirstein. Up to Maltese. Ho is there. Let's see if she can disrupt it. She goes down, but Maltese stays with it. There's a ball sent in, but it's going to be out of play. Off to the left, and the wind helping out a little bit there. Here's a ball sent deep. Lovequist tries to make a good first touch, and we see a big-time tackle there. Not going for the ball, so Hogan is whistled, and it's going to be Lopez, I believe. Haley Lopez will put this ball in play. Everybody going deep, and that's exactly what we were saying. You've got to push deep because with that wind, this is actually like a set piece scoring opportunity even from the other side of the field. And now a corner, how about that? So Solar, that wind, a big advantage here in the second half. Give Lowden credit. They scored into this wind. Yesterday, the first match we had on this field, 5 goals scored, all with the wind. Tough to score in the wind when it's blowing a pretty stiff breeze right to left. So here we go. It'll be a ball coming from the corner. Looks like Lopez will be the one who initiates it. You've got Robinson in. The only player back is Ho. You've got, now you've got Maltese. She's running in. Ball sent in. Bounce around. Here's Ho. She can settle and try to get it back in. There's really nobody back. Boy, this could be a break here. And they turn just in time. They're still going to go at it. Lowden really trying to with a counter punch there as all the defense was sucked in. Here comes Swain. Sends it in. Ball off to the right. Ricci. She's tough. She hits it. It goes into the hands of Giesert. Might have had an opportunity high or low, but it goes midsection. Quick punt the other way, trying to catch Lowden off gear. It's a lot of counter punching right now. Punch and counter punch. Here's Ricci. Nice ball, little space. Defense there to flick it away. Ho has to step in again. There's a ball sent back, and there's Lufkus breaking free. Does she have a shot? She's still with it. There's a shot. It's deflected off the post, still loose, and it will go out of play, a corner. Sorry, folks, if your speakers just blew. Boy, exciting time here, 2-2. And no apologies, I guess. Shouldn't apologize on that. That was an exciting moment. Lufkus breaking in. Prolific scorer here for Solar. Trying to look at the clock and see how much time we have. You've got Giesert here stepping up also. Trying to see how much time. I really don't know. I'd have to get a word from the official. Here comes the corner. Ball will blow in toward the keeper. Ball's loose. Bounding around. Finds its way to a Lowden player. Ho will send it back in. Low, however, kicked out. Here comes quickly the other way. Giesert way out. She was looking for a possibility of a high ball near the midfield where she could send it in with a big foot. Well, here comes Ricci. Here's the counter punch. Sent forward. Maltese, she's got open players. Tries to send it down to Ricci. Ricci running through. Lauren Miller does a good job cutting her off. Ball back in. Boy, the last 5 minutes or so, it's going to be very exciting, folks. Ricci now looking in. This is all for a national championship opportunity. A lot of fighting and going. It'll be Solar with the kick here, and the Lowden team quickly retreating. Looks like Chung, who's checked back in. She'll put the foot on the ball. Bounces through high in the air. That will be anybody's ball. Headed in toward the defense. And a ball that's bounding around just outside the box. Now sent over to the sideline. Ricci there. Ricci brings it back in. Nice slide there. And pushing the back by Schnell is the call. Referee very clear with his calls. Aaron Chung now, number 9. She'll put the ball in play. This is basically a nice set piece just inside the midfield line. And here it comes. Top of the box, a lot of white shirts there. Ho does not have an opportunity. If she had gone up, she would have released. Might have been offside there. And it's going to be Robinson sends it back in. Flicked around. Doesn't get past Swain, however. Ball sent right back in. Here it comes. Nizer breaking in, but it doesn't get to her. Ball on the left side. Let's see, 21, that's Kierstein, who's checked in, has fresh legs, hasn't been in but about 10 or 15 minutes. Nice ball here to the outside. That's Hogan, sends it in now. Giesert has an opportunity. Let's see, she's going to punt it deep. She's going to go quick. And there's that high ball. Let's see if it bounds. And we got another free kick right in midfield, working it up. And I'll tell you, Coach Grado will not have a voice after this match. He is so into it. All of his coaches, I'm sure on the other end of the field as well. We just can't hear him as much. There's Coach D'Amelio. I hear him now. Lowden trying to defend. Here's the ball. It's coming in, and it's right to the hands of Cody. What a boot. And that's the match, the last play of the match. A ball from midfield all the way into the hands of Paige Codeney. And these two teams will finish up with a hard-fought 2-2 draw, the second draw we've seen here on Field 8 today. And that means that Solar now will be 0-0-2, or no wins, no losses, 2 draws as they move forward. And for Lowden, no wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. And so your final here, 2-2. Your goal scored by Swain and Maltese for Lowden and Coach D'Amelio. On the other side, the goal scored by Lovekvist. A nice play early on, and then a score by Irma and Tunez out of a corner. And a great job, an exciting match, as you could hear here in Field 8 at the Toyota Soccer Center. Check it all out at usyouthsoccer.org. All the stats, all the scores, standings, any information you need, go right there and do it now. We'll see you soon. John Peters, Nick Case checking out for now from Field 8. Have a great day.